university where they're already extracting methane on that site that people can't find. Let's look at the situation in Cheshire East then. Last week, the Conservative leader of the council, Cllr Jones, promised there'd be no fracking in the borough, despite new government incentives. Speak now to Sandbach Councillor Sam Corcoran from the opposition Labour group. Good morning.
Good morning.
You don't think Cllr Jones can keep this promise not to frack in Cheshire East, do you?
Well, Cllr Jones is well known for making aspirational statements that later require clarification. He has fallen foul of planning rules before. He's promised that we won't have speculative housing applications in Sandbach, but the government rules have overruled him. And I fear that's what will happen again now, that if we get a planning application in Cheshire East, we may be forced to approve it, or if we reject it, it may be overturned on appeal. But I do share his aversion to fracking.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Well, I'm concerned about the environmental impact of pumping large quantities of dangerous chemicals into the ground and then deliberately causing explosions underground. And I think Stoke can be proud on this point, actually, because Joan Whalley, MP for Stoke North, recently tabled an amendment to the government's water bill that sought to ensure that fracking companies have the financial resources to deal with any clean-up costs incurred as a result of their activities. Now, it's amazing that that wasn't in the bill before.
So, in a sense, you support the line of thinking from Councillor Jones that you don't want fracking in Cheshire East either?
Absolutely, yes.
Labour keeps talking about the cost of living crisis, though. If fracking would lead to cheaper energy bills and more revenue for the council where they get the shale gas from, surely that's a reason to frack, isn't it?
Well, I do agree that we need a good energy policy for the nation, and there hasn't really been a good debate over that. And as a politician, I realise that whichever option you go to, you're going to be upsetting some people, whether you go for wind farms, coal-fired power stations, nuclear, whatever you're going to go for, it will upset some people. But let's have that debate.
What evidence is there that fracking is as harmful as protesters are making out?
Well, if you look at the evidence from America, where there are pictures available of videos where people can set fire to their tap water, that's good evidence that there can be problems.
Thanks for joining us this morning. Let's bring in